It's depressing.
What? Let's check it out.
No. Yeah.
Millennials Digital is live.
Whoa.
LOL. I'm gonna jump out.
He's dead. No, there's.
That's good enough.
Maximum.
White balance.
Wow.
2 million.
Oh, there's one missing in the middle.
Yeah, it's Rob. Oh. That middle one's scary.
Alright, hey guys, so it's our Thursday Night Live, and we're here with everyone. Feel free to introduce your guys' stuff. Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, Rob.
yourself.
Center.
That's Rob.
Yeah,
I'm Logan.
Rob. They call me Jesus, but it's also, they call me Nico.
I'm Ale.
Tyler.
And so we're going to be talking a little bit different. Like, we've been doing trending topics lately, but we're going to talk a little bit about like what we do and some tips on how to do social media tonight. So I wanted to ask you guys each individually, like, what are some top ways to create content in your guys' opinion for accounts?
Accounts or just people?
Well, people accounts, like for your personal account.
My phone. Well, that's the best thing I have. So like, I mean, using the phone, the best would be like a professional DSLR probably.
Recreating movies is a cool way to create content. Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
And then you see that swipe up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually done, you might leave the page.
If the production guys want to go a little bit into it.
Trending topics is always kind of cool. You kind of ride that boat. If something's trending, maybe create some videos that revolve around it. I saw a lot of funny ones of the world record egg coming out.
Didn't they just find out who that was?
Yeah, one of the dudes.
Did you guys hear Brand's gonna pay $10 million to beat the brand that comes out of you? That's crazy. Like, let's just say this guy invested $100 grand. That's a huge return.
Yeah.
Like, if you notice, you look at the count, it's like hatching slowly but surely.
Wow.
Is it
Are
really?
you serious?
Oh.
Like,
I haven't kept up with it really.
This
after
post is
the
like
first-
it's hatching. So like, of course, when it hatches, the brand that comes out is gonna have the attention of millions of people. It's probably gonna be worth more than a Super Bowl ad. Which is crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
oh my
marketing
God.
done in this day and age.
why did I
Yeah.
do that? Like, Jesus.
You think it's gonna launch on Super Bowl?
No, I'm saying like right now, like the most, I guess, attention grabbing commercial or ad is during the Super Bowl because there's the most viewership on it. So like this is gonna surpass that by like tenfold.
It's gonna jack it.
Yeah.
Just like,
In the sense of like, because I think they say like Super Bowl ad, like a 15 to 30 second ad costs $5 million to $10 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
For
outrageous.
like 30 seconds.
But like,
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
But everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
Everybody remembers.
It's the most like widely like watched
which is
event
this Sunday, I think.
in the world.
It is.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean,
Go Rams.
our team should really be looking at the commercials and seeing like
yeah, oh yeah, most
how
definitely.
they market.
The Mill, if you're watching,
Oh.
we love you so much. Thank you for all the epic commercials.
What's the name?
The Mill.
Oh, the
The
production
Mill.
company.
Yeah.
The Mill, you guys are killing it. Oh god. Yeah, they do all the Super Bowl. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
That's crazy.
But I'm sorry, but we're gonna do better commercials.
It would be funny if we came out with a commercial and ran hella ads on it during Super Bowl Sunday and saw if we get enough impressions to beat what a Super Bowl ad would get for
Ah.
that'd be, and then you run a case study and say we ran
Yeah.
a Super Bowl ad,
Yeah.
not
We
using
manage Super Bowl ads.
yeah. And we did it without using the Super Bowl platform.
Seriously. And save the fraction. And we did not spend $5 million.
Yeah.
How can we do that? Like really?
Are people gonna be on their phones that much that day? I
Okay.
feel like
Because everyone's
Stories.
watching people's stories.
That's
Everyone's
true.
like,
A story ads would be great. Don't take that idea, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Yeah.
what could we like filter that would be super like? If we mocked the Super Bowl ads themselves, it'd be genius.
I think.
Ooh, I got an idea. What if like our ad, the ad itself was someone watching an ad
Yeah,
and
it was-
ignoring the ad
Yeah.
on the Super Bowl,
That's.
and it's and
Yeah.
then it's be like, oh, we're winning.
Yeah, yeah,
Impressions
that's
going
what I-
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I, yeah.
Inception.
Well, yeah, seriously.
Fuck, I don't know what takes this. I will get so angry if someone takes that.
The whole world.
Copyrighted.
Podcast.
It's been copyrighted.
Call the lawyer after this.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's crazy though. Like back when I used to work at a coffee shop, like Christmas Day was more busy than Super Bowl Sunday.
That's nice.
Jesus.
Like that's how like much
People are
it's
like,
basically a holiday in the U.S.
that's crazy. Christmas Day.
I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
Yeah.
Someone's getting drunk in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
yeah, there ain't much driving going on in the Super Bowl.
In the few streets. Time to drag race.
Oh yeah, I like the only drivers you see are like food delivery people.
Yeah.
Like,
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
They can get killed. This
Rob,
funny.
get our video on for Super Bowl Sunday. That's what Sophia said.
Yeah.
Get
Working on it.
get our video on for Super Bowl Sunday.
The ones we have right now.
The
or
Bandersnatch ones?
I think it would work better non-super. If we made one that like mocked that, like the whole concept, it would be. I think it'd probably do well if we put enough ad spend behind it.
Yeah.
How would we film that though? Like
Right here.
production team. How would we film that? Like it would be like just like you
Yeah.
watching the Super Bowl, and then you load your phone during the commercial, and then you're consuming it, and like you just see like the number of impressions on like the ad video. I think the ad video that you should be watching should be like an MD promo video.
Yeah.
And so like you're watching
More
like
promo.
Super inception.
Yeah, just like-
It's like an ad within an ad.
More
that's
promo with
genius.
It's getting like double the ad space right there.
Literally, like so we're making a commercial of someone.
Okay, let's shut the camera off.
No,
Yeah.
Too many good ideas.
Two behind the scenes right
We don't
now.
We don't discuss it now. Whenever we're gonna get to it,
Yeah.
Because it'll just be like. But anyways, this is kind of like how things come to play. Like I mean, this is kind of
Yeah.
the conversation we had for Bandersnatch, for like all these other amazing video productions that come out that are done now, which is amazing. You'll see a little bit secret. We should put them on our page. Huh?
Yeah, I'll make the
We'll
script.
give you a preview of them on our own stories, but then we'll hopefully make it go viral over the internet.
Sophia said, like a commercial, get it on TV. $5
$5
million.
million. That's
Oh.
Not bad.
We could spend $10,000 and probably get as many impressions as a
Mhm.
$5 million ad on the TV.
How much?
Jeez. Damn.
Yeah.
Could work.
Wow.
Gold.
Huh?
Gold? No, I'm talking
Where you going?
Where you
I'm
going?
going in the
Going down.
Yeah.
Rains for one day in LA.
Yeah, seriously.
It was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunder was
Yeah.
sick. God.
The
It was.
windows were trying.
Tyler.
You see me here?
It's just a photo from back.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that? Top ways to create content.
Like yeah, like the more like the like Bandersnatch, like ideas.
The
for-
strategy.
Yeah, the strategy behind going.
I mean,
Oh, I also think like creating content, you always have to have like some kind of feeling to it. So whether it's like for somebody, you ask them, alright, so what kind of emotion are you trying to emit from this? Because people love emotion, or like they can relate to it, and a certain feeling that you're gonna promote with that video will kind of capture an audience. Like Corona, it's like their whole vibe is like it's 5 p.m. somewhere. So every time like you crack open that, you're like, oh, it's happy hour. It's like relaxing time. So if like you kind of promote your own vibe or promote your client's vibe, it kind of like relates to an audience or certain people. I feel like that's like what I like to do.
emotionally evokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotion's definitely like that's something that people connect to too.
I think
Like,
mocking common culture.
That's
Yeah.
YouTube. No, but like yeah, mocking common culture. Like if we make fun of, or if we like call out what the majority of the world is consuming on a regular basis, it makes it kind of like an inside joke. An inside joke,
Right.
right? Everyone likes like drop like whatever, like ponte las pilas, and we all kind of like know what that is, right?
Right.
And like insider information is like funny because if we're mocking something that everybody understands, like the egg,
Mhm.
you'd be like, ha ha ha, that's fucking hilarious. Did you guys do that?
Egging stuff on.
Egging stuff on accident. Where's Lil when you get him?
No, I know. Will was
He was
going
on
off.
point.
I was like, yo,
How you doing that?
Yeah.
bars.
Bars. He reads a lot, that's why.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Reading gives you so much vocab,
Yeah.
so like knowledge.
Nothing.
Knowledge.
Peasants.
These peasants are
Yeah.
eggs.
Illiterate. Yeah.
Thank you, literally.
Hanging
Egg
on.
literates.
Oh god. That's like in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, keep that one out there.
Like just chuckles like silently.
Who's gonna get the next one?
yeah. So we've got next thing I want to talk about. What?
the other ones.
Oh no.
Software
Low
update.
battery.
Software.
Sorry for the interruption.
Sorry.
In YouTube.
Oh
I'm
no.
having a technical difficulty with Instagram
Yeah.
comment.
I mean, did it stop? Oh, it's pause.
Yeah, pause.
Pause.
Pause mine.
We're paused.
Sorry guys. We'll be back in like 10 seconds, hopefully.
We're having some technical difficulties, but in the meantime, commercial break.
Place the music. Beatbox. Who
We
can
can do
beatbox?
that. Hold on.
Have you struggled with the remote? Wow.
That thing would read everything.
we're back.
Like,
We live.
Walker, Texas Rangers.
that's my favorite show.
I don't even know what happened.
Wait, why do you have like
Wait,
Texas
wait,
shit?
This is HGTV.
What are the thoughts on The Bachelor?
I'm not into the back.
What is that?
Dude, I heard there's a cringy, like, you know how they make their entrance, this is off topic, but there's like a cringe, you know how they make their entrance from the limo to the actual like Bachelor and Bachelorette? This girl literally just like slow-moed herself all the way to him, like full on like 50%, like 120.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like nerd
60 FPS.
Yeah, 60 FPS, just like moving hella slow, and the producers were like, "This is taking way too." And she's like, "Cause I guess the dude's a virgin, so she's like, I know you move slow, so I wanted to move slow with you, or some shit like
That's
some
so
corny shit
funny.
like that."
Oh
And I was
my
like,
Wow.
cringe
That's so
level.
So did you hear about the girl who decided like the entire season she was gonna have an Australian accent to make herself stand out? So like the
Oh, yeah.
entire time she was faking the
That's
accent.
crazy.
That's
Green?
Damn.
Is she on right now?
I have no idea.
Probably not.
Oh.
Alright.
Gauzy.
Praise the Lord.
So yeah, anyway, so we were going on to the topic about incentives in the workplace because we just started this new thing. Well, it's not new, it's like a new contest, but like we've done it a couple times before.
Well, we never really established it. We never went with it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the first time we're actually gonna like compete and win.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're gonna start like whoever can make the most sales in this next month is going to win a
Todd said
trip.
hi.
Toddler.
Todd
Todd.
said hi.
Uh,
He said hi from the sky.
That's awesome. He's watching us. Yeah, he's in the airplane.
Oh, he's in the airplane. Oh, that's what he was
Where's he
talking about.
going?
It's Miami.
Miami.
Oh.
Rob, weren't you supposed to be? Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh, you're supposed to be the sky too.
I'm supposed to be flying, but I'm not. I couldn't miss this, you know.
Why?
Oh yeah.
All viewers of you, you know,
Yeah.
I was here for you.
That's how dedicated he is.
I was like, I'm gonna miss my flight just for you guys.
No.
Stupid flights. I fucking can't say it.
Amigos.
They should have like Uber for flights.
Uber for flights. They do. They do. Oh my gosh, is that what it's called?
Oh, in Dubai, can't you get like
Oh.
helicopters? Like you can get helicopters.
Huh.
Yeah. It's like, would you like a car or a helicopter?
Oh my god.
It's like, come here, president. Grab the rope.
You can't buy your own.
Yeah.
Could be the fool.
Yeah.
You don't have your own helicopter?
It's crazy how like
Uber jetpack.
talking about like trips and stuff. Like how many people made the trip out to Miami for this event? Like
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
It's insane. It's almost like a.
We're gonna get pitched.
Yeah, it's like a big pitch fest, but like it's almost become more of like an event for just people in the industry to go. It's weird because like you can say it's almost a competitor to like CES or like. these
Tell
other-
us a little bit about this event.
It's a business conference. It's a business conference, but it's like, so the guy hosting it, he may be a crowd favorite, he may be a crowd not favorite. He has a personality that's either cringeworthy or very admirable, some way or either way. It just depends on your take.
Cringe.
But yeah, so that's kind of the nitty things. But like the whole thing is like he's definitely brought like a lot of entrepreneurs from different worlds to that event, which is, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's like he pushes it to his audience, which is a lot of social media entrepreneurs / IG fam, and so like it's almost become like a, even if it's like to make fun of, it's still become like a thing. And I mean, it definitely is funny that you know that X amount of people are gonna be there that you're like, huh, okay, makes sense. But I don't know, I'm really excited to experience it and see like what the whole hype is.
This is your first year?
Yeah. I mean, you went to it last year, right?
Mm.
How was it?
What was it like?
Share your experience.
Well, are you you interested in buying my course?
Oh,
Because I'm gonna sell it to you for the next 45 minutes.
You know what's really funny is like I've been hearing Andy Frisella talking like hella shit on this whole concept on his IG lately, and I know he's gearing it towards everybody that's going to 10x because obviously he's not going.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they have
He was there last year.
yeah, and but didn't he say he was never going to do it again at that last one?
Few people did.
Yeah, so like that's kind of fascinating because while I actually agree with Andy, it's like, you know, stop buying these courses, start fucking doing, it'll result in so much more. It's funny to see him go against the grain on that, even though it's hit the same world because the same people that follow like Grant Cardone's know Andy Frisella, the same guys that follow Andy Frisella know Ty Lopez and so on and so forth, right? So it's funny. I don't know. Small world, but big world because it's like
Miami.
Miami.
Why is there so many like memes about Florida? Like Florida being like dirty.
Because like Florida, like anything happens. Like I read this article the other day. Someone went to like some drive-through. I think it might have been an Arby's, but I'm really not sure. But he went through the drive-through and threw an alligator in the window.
What? That's hilarious.
Thank you, alligator.
It's kind of sketch.
It all started in 1982 when Pablo Escobar decided to send a bunch of coke to Miami.
Yeah. Ever
So
since then.
that's why it was just
Yeah.
That's
out.
what started it all.
Ever
Pablo
since then.
Escobar.
Because yeah, that's where the whole entire bath salt zombies started, right?
Yeah,
Too.
that's
Fuck.
crazy.
Oh my god.
I remember when that was like
I don't remember.
everywhere.
That's
Like
like the news.
yeah,
Miami party's hard.
that was crazy. Like people were literally eating people. Like
Trying to
That's
others.
Man, that was-
yeah.
Like people eat people?
But yeah, I mean,
Love Florida.
I actually want to win this incentive trip. Like,
Okay, yeah, so what's up with this trip?
it's an all-inclusive 6
Is
to
it
7
cheap?
day, either between Dominican Republic or Mexico
What?
trip for yourself if you win.
So it's just like a
Win
solo
what?
trip?
Huh?
Wait, what?
So we have a leadership board on the other room, and
Oh.
it's kind of like we kind of try to keep each other accountable and slash continuously progressively grow the company as an organization. So we have a contribution to it, and so we're going to do a contest this next February to the end of February, which is only 28 days, to see who can contribute the most to the growth and development of our company, and the winner will get a trip all inclusive to a destination. So it'll be a cool way to do your work from a destination as opposed to being here at an awesome office that we have. But yeah, it'll be like definitely an experience, and we're excited to do it. We've talked about doing it in the past, we just haven't done it, and so now I think everybody has their head in the right place, and things are, I guess, in place where it's a good time to do it. And so it's only the start. I think we're gonna do more with that and kind of scale that side, incentivizing us just to perform more, right? Like
Free Bentleys.
Yeah.
Eventually, free Bentleys.
sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Lambos.
G4?
Yeah.
G6? G6?
That'd be cool. Actually.
Airplane?
First person to hit like 100 closes, you get a Lambo.
An Audi, but
He's on that. Take the alley.
okay.
Damn, it's been a curse to drive that Ferrari. Like honestly, I'm like.
Yeah, that
Damn,
speed
that
is
was
so
really
addicting.
nice.
Yeah.
Nothing's the same.
Can we drive them again?
I know. I feel like almost every single day, at least like one time when I'm driving, I'm like, I missed that. Like,
Yeah.
My Corolla.
We took a spaceship from here to like Santa Monica and missed all the traffic. And you're like, that experience was so amazing. I want it all the time. But now it's like, yeah. But this gives us a incentive to work harder.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I feel like we hit a spike of like, let's get the world, and then it kind of like,
Yeah.
and we're like, all right, how can we make this go back up again? Let's build a ramp and let's take off again. We've had a crazy month though. We've really made a lot of progress. Like if you guys think about it, like
January's been so long.
Yeah. I think that's what like growth is though. Like you just shoot up like all of a sudden and then you just kind of like stabilize and then you grow more and then you kind of like stabilize and
Yeah,
readjust.
absolutely.
It's
To-
It's
a
like
lot.
a correction.
But I think we adjust higher than what we
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
always going
absolutely.
up,
Yeah.
but it's always like you have to adjust
Yeah,
whenever
absolutely.
you grow.
I totally
So
agree.
that's
Yeah.
with like everything.
There'll
Just-
always be like higher highs, lower lows.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
higher
absolutely.
lows.
Lower
Not
lows.
lower lows.
Oh,
Lower lows.
No.
lower highs.
Question
Lower
is,
highs?
Higher, yeah.
Higher
lower
lows.
highs. I'm trying to think of like, because like, there's
lower
a term
highs,
in
higher
trading,
lows.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Higher.
Just keep growing.
Yeah.
Just keep
Yeah,
Upward
there's corrections.
correction.
Yeah, upward. Yeah, upward only.
Which actually just brings us to the topic of our next Tuesday meeting. We will be opening the doors for you guys to come here, whether that's digitally or in person. We are opening up our doors for you guys to be involved, to join us. So,
Come.
I actually got another interested person from like the videos that I posted. So
That's
I have
awesome.
3 now. Yeah.
that's right. It's gonna
Yeah.
be an exciting Tuesday. I'm pumped. Like,
Yeah.
I'm super pumped.
Me too.
Ooh, remind me afterwards. A guy hit me up and he says that he knows you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone
So that's funny.
said that to me at the gym. They're like, "Hey, you're Rob," and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "My cousin something is like friends with you." And I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you, man." Like, who's your cousin? And I'm like, it's kind of strange. Just, anyways, use my IG. Hashtag growing.
Yeah.
Growth and development, yeah. Yeah, so one of the things I've been reading about a lot this week has been the Fire Festival, and Ale has a lot of information on that.
Ooh.
So-
Should watch the
Yeah.
documentary.
Ooh, the documentary is
Educate us.
it's so good. I don't want to like ruin everything for you, but it's basically about this huge festival that was supposed to be like Instagram turned real life. It was like big influencer party on a private island that was owned by Pablo Escobar, and it turned out to be total fraud. And so like this entrepreneur basically just took people's money to throw this party, and it just didn't work out. And people were stuck on an island, and it was just fucking crazy. You guys should watch the documentary.
I heard they were eating like
Like
bread and water for
bread
like a
and
week.
cheese, yeah.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah,
I don't want
there's-
to spoil it, but you'll whatever.
Yeah, and they got stuck on an island because it's a small ass island.
That's
and-
crazy. Bread and cheese.
That sounds like
Yeah,
fun.
they didn't have any food to feed like all the people that visited that island, and so it just. felt
And there,
very-
I heard it was a very wealthy class that went because it was an expensive ticket.
Yeah,
So it was some high class people just
Bitch.
in the little
Yeah.
like the dumps, just being like, I do not deserve this.
no,
They
yeah,
must be
there's
so
there's
pissed.
a lot of shady.
Eat the
shit.
bread and cheese.
Yeah.
This is not caviar.
They like promised cabanas and like all of these
Yeah.
nice villas, and they got like those emergency tents, and like the actual band was like a little square, and you could like pay for shit. You know how like some festivals you could pay for shit with your wristband? Well, like he would ask the people to add money on there, and like the first week people had added over $800,000 into their little cards, and none of that was like accounted for. Like he did
Just dipped.
all this shady, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny is good friend Justin Wu, he posted that pitch deck that
Oh, it's posted like everywhere.
yeah, so it went viral for him on LinkedIn. Like he said he had like 1,000 new friends from that posting that article or that like pitch deck.
I saw it on LinkedIn. That's crazy.
Yeah, so he's like he was one of the original resources for like posting that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy.
When did this occur?
The whole
It was last year in like May.
Oh, really? Was that
Yeah.
recent?
It was 2018
Okay.
in
It
like
was?
May. Yeah.
Oh wow. Damn, that seems like a while ago.
Mhm. Like it's crazy. A lot of the artists made announcements on social media like we won't be attending it, and like you just see all of these clips on social media
Oh my gosh.
of people
Yeah,
at
there
the
was a
festival.
lot of big like names.
We're stranded.
The truth.
The truth. Oh my god, what a YouTube
I don't
thumbnail.
know. Oh my god, that
Is
guy.
it bad that I'm like, wow, a week on an island with like
He did his employees so
just
fucking
chilling?
dirty.
Like
Yeah,
sounds like a
bread
good
and
week.
cheese. Why not?
sign me up. That's hilarious.
Like okay, I mean, I guess I'm down.
Might as
Yeah.
well. Oh yeah, Joe Rules.
Ja Rule was like the face of it.
Yeah.
That was how they got like all this big funding, and like
House
they spent
prison.
over like $32 million.
Oh, is that-
Oh, he went to prison?
So Billy
Yeah,
and Florida.
he
Oh
went to
my
prison for
God.
fraud, and he cannot be like a top level CEO for the rest of his life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even though that CEO like worthy,
he
what he
can't
like
be-
managed to do.
Yeah, he can't be
Yeah.
any of that.
Was he like an investor?
No. He had a bunch of investors, like
Oh my god, that was not like
yeah, he was just an entrepreneur that knew how to sell anything, and
That's
like
crazy.
he would need money for projects like at the Fire Festival, like food or something. He would fly somewhere and like come back with like $3 million, and like the employees would be like, I don't know where he got this money, but like he got it, and like at the end of it, it was a year-long project. They didn't get like paid for shit,
Wow.
like yeah,
Love on the Instagram.
yeah.
That's fine. Well, like
Oh my god, it gets super intense. Like one of the guys that worked or that was an investor, was he was gay, and so he was gonna like suck the guy at customs
I saw that
to
whole
get water
interview.
into the island because it costs like $10,000 to something $1,000 to get it into.
I remember that. He's like, all my friends were just like, you just gotta suck his dick.
Yeah, he was prepared to. They just like let it in the.
That's like
Yeah.
the new meme I've been seeing. It's like
That
method
guy.
of payment.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a picture of him.
That's what that meme's about?
Yeah, because he's
What?
that old guy. Yeah,
That's hilarious. I was like,
No.
what the hell is this all about? I saw that meme.
you
like,
need to watch the movie.
That's
it's a
crazy.
documentary.
When did this documentary come out? It's been recent, right?
It's like maybe like 1 or 2 weeks because I've seen it on like the front of Netflix for like
That's so crazy.
1 or 2 weeks.
What is the documentary through Netflix?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
You know what I'm watching after
I'm
this.
just trying to think.
It's-
Like 10 G's or just some
Just for
dead,
customs.
like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Now you're gonna 10 G's. Oh, my parents binge watched You.
There it is. Yeah,
Oh.
it's a
I've
really
heard so
good.
much creepy shit about
Yeah, I
that.
hear it's insane. Like they were telling me about it.
All these models, like,
Oh my. Oh, Emily Ratajkowski.
Should we like flip it around so they can see? Or do they want to see
Watch
it?
the trailer on Netflix, by the way, guys.
It became very.
Alright, guys, it's the end. So I'm just kidding.
And they were like, oh,
Just wait until you see what you're getting yourselves into.
American rapper Ja Rule is in the Bahamas with his business partner.
Billy McFarland is an amazing entrepreneur. He can convince anyone of pretty much anything.
They just bought an island.
Pablo Escobar's island. Oh my god.
We're gonna throw a festival there.
In 48 hours.
They sold out. These guys are either completely full of or they're the smartest guys in the room.
Oh my god.
He's in prison?
Oh, is it
Yeah.
the trailer?
for fraud, like many counts of fraud.
Every single day, guys, more intense.
He just would not take no for an answer. And he just kept
That's so sus.
God.
Desperate people do desperate things.
He was lying to investors and making it seem like we were making a ton of money when we weren't.
I mean, that's fraud.
We need to
I don't
get the
understand.
messaging out now that this is not a luxury music festival.
Oh my god.
It looks like something you go like what do you call those detention camps?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
very-
there's storms.
Save yourself.
There was a storm the night before.
It's a free for all.
It became this looting mentality.
Oh my god.
They're pissed off and they want their money.
Powerful models built this festival, and then one picture of cheese on toast.
Vegas
Oh,
was
it's
physically
Yeah.
The event's co-founder is facing up to 20 years in prison.
If you had thousands of dollars to go on a trip to see Blink 182, that's on you. That is Darwinism at its finest.
He said that's Darwinism at its finest.
I promise you.
I'll be there.
That's
I just don't
crazy.
get why he'd scam people. He could totally. I feel like you could totally plan this in a way that would be like such a successful event.
No, because like that island is small, it can't have that many people on it. So it was like destined to be doomed from the beginning.
Wow.
And like
Crazy.
they were saying in the documentary, like they had the fire festival twice when they had the models and they had those parties on the island, and that was what it was supposed to be, you know?
So they promoted that.
The experience was when the models came in and they experienced the party scene in the
The
island.
second one was the fail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so the real experience already happened. Yeah.
They probably blew all their money on that.
Yeah.
At the time of their life, and then like,
Yeah.
oh shit, we have to have the real festival with like a ton of people. We can't
Mhm.
afford it because we bought all this cocaine or something.
Yeah, for real.
Jesus Christ.
It's really good. It's a really good.
So that's the
documentary.
Fire Festival. If you guys aren't kept up to date with the trends, that's
Wow.
Yeah.
Top
That's
of the night.
that's fun. That's
So
cool.
it's on Netflix. Fire, the Greatest Party That Never Happened is the Netflix original name. I think I might watch that over the flight if I don't fall asleep, which I probably will.
It's really good. Like I was hooked onto it for like the whole time.
I know I called Ollie and I was like, Haley, help me with this proposal.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm watching it. Just hear, I got hooked on the phone call listening to the Fire Festival documentary while I was
Yeah.
talking to you.
I was like, I need to pause this
I was
because I'm
like-
missing some good
I was
shit.
like, oh no, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's
Sabrina
too
said,
funny.
"Hi guys, sorry I couldn't make it."
Sabrina, we
We
missed
missed
you.
Couldn't make it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on, I made it.
Yeah, Rob got off his flight for this.
Yeah.
Literally jumped out of the plane.
She asked when we're.
was like, oh, shit.
Are we both coming back Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm at 5, you're at 6. No, I'm at noon, you're at 6.
Yeah.
I'm leaving at 9 in the morning. Oh yeah, I'm coming back. Oh yeah, I'm coming back.
You'll be back like 5.
Gee, Lord.
That's if I don't go to Kentucky, so like, or I'll try to go like Monday, so I'll be back by 5 p.m. or 6 or noon. Right? It was like, I'm stuck in Kentucky, guys.
But Rob, where are you? We have a meeting.
Yeah, we
class.
just got with the SEO people.
Oh yeah.
That was supposed to be on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. No, dude, wasn't it still gonna go because I get in at noon?
Tuesday at 1:30.
I'll make it.
I thought you were coming back at 5.
No, noon. You were coming back at 5.
Oh, okay.
Friday,
Yeah.
Rob.
Alright, well, we were going and all. Yeah. Alright, dope.
I can go. Yeah.
I'll send you the info.
Cool.
I think I will.
One of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit, of going back to the top ways to create content, was we wanted to talk a little bit about like our movie of the week. Is going to be Zombieland, because so the way they're doing their marketing is they're focusing on the whole entire 10-year challenge and how that's been trending a lot since 2019 started, and they're doing like a bunch of their promo the exact same way that they did it 10 years ago when the original movie came out. And so like if you look at the cover for the like the movie, like the, what's that called, like the cover, the
Trailer.
no, like when you buy like the DVD, the cover, like the, is it just the
Cover, yeah.
cover? Okay,
It's
never
just-
mind.
The cover.
It's like the same exact thing as the one that came out 10 years ago, except for like the little girl's like an actual adult now, and like it's kind of cool.
I've
So
never watched Zombieland.
it's a pretty good
It's
movie.
it's-
It's like a cult classic.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Those zombies run. That's what trips
Yeah.
you out. They're like.
That's like the one
insane.
moment. It's like, alright, zombie apocalypse, that's cool, but are they slow or fast?
Yeah.
And then it's like the ones that like are climbing up the roof and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Climbing up roller coasters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Always cardio. Always stretch.
Yeah.
I've never seen friends talk about that.
Limber up.
Yeah. Limber
Yeah.
up, yeah. That's what it is.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good movie. You guys should watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
2.0's
It's
coming
got
out.
a love story in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some fun stuff.
A
It's
lot
got
of
Bill
those.
Murray as a zombie, not being a zombie.
Yeah,
Like
right.
it's
Overcoming fears and yeah, it's a family classic.
10 out of 10. Recommend.
Would yeah. Critics are leaving.
Yeah, that's most of our night for tonight. Our ending topic for the night is kind of a little bit more intense. Not as fun, definitely. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but there was like an attack in Chicago. The actor from Empire, Jussie Smollett. Do you guys know? Have you
So
heard
that's
about
how
that?
Oh no.
Heard of the show.
So he was going. So I was just reading an article about it right before the live, and he was on his way home or to his hotel after going to breakfast, and so a bunch of people jumped him, tried to hang him, or put a noose around his neck, hang him, poured bleach over him, and like, yeah,
Why?
What did he do?
because he's a gay black man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Is this the 1950s?
I know, seriously. It's like they're calling it like a modern day lynching and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, it's terrible.
Who did
And
that?
also, what?
Who did that?
They don't know. They haven't caught anyone.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, how did I catch it?
I don't know. They've there's on the article they said police have reviewed hundreds of hours of security footage and still have suspects, but haven't been able to actually catch anyone.
Low key, that's probably some bullshit.
That's
Like,
probably
you
some
should have been able to find them. Like Chicago has so many cameras. And isn't it freezing over there too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
If
right.
a note, it's
Yeah.
like negative something and
It's-
people are tripping.
Yeah, it's colder than Antarctica.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
That's what I read.
It's
for real.
pretty much ice everywhere. It's pretty fucking nuts.
Wow.
yeah,
The whole Midwest supposed to be like freezing.
that's crazy.
Including Kentucky. It's crazy. Like all that Missouri has like super crazy amounts of snow right
Yeah,
now.
that's fine. Midwest.
Go back to the home
Whatever.
people.
Oh, whatever.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy though, because is that just being told to people because it was an actor that happened to? Does that happen all the time?
Yeah, that's true.
That's something that I was thinking about.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
It's just, that's so messed up that people are still doing that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I gotta say on a much brighter note.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty crazy, but
Pray for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pray for America.
He survived, so I mean that's bright side.
Yeah, there you go. That is definitely the bright side.
Who's been
Yeah.
Fuck up that?
I'm going right after this.
I'm going right after this too.
I went this morning.
I'm hitting my legs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Ow.
what are they
Ow. There you
Got
go.
it, okay.
That
Couple tries right there.
I don't feel my hand right now. It's like stars.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oops. Can you warm
Still
up?
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys are enjoying our show.
Yeah,
Um,
it's been an interesting night. We kind of got a little off topic with each topic.
Here.
I thought the fire festival was really cool.
Yeah, that
Should
was
watch
interesting.
I'm thinking about how we can spin that into a good PR
Steal
plan
the
strategy for our clients.
Steal the pitch deck.
I think
Pitch
that's
deck, we're
pretty
still
nice.
the pitch deck.
I was actually thinking about that for like an MD, like
Don't invest in
Bet.
Firefest.
like
I think we should launch it
Massive.
though.
MD
The
fire
thing is
deck.
that they were like using that to promote an app. So they had a music app that like, could book artists, and it was supposed to revolutionize the whole music industry.
fail.
Yeah, and so like they're like, oh, we're gonna launch this app with this festival, and the festival fucked that up. But it was a cool idea, like from the get go.
What was that? Like,
Very
so what was the idea? It was like you're
like
supposed
an app where you can book the artist. So like if the demand is there, like they'll be booked.
interesting.
Yeah. So.
So you can basically like vote, and like the top voted people will be at that festival.
Mhm.
I feel like that wouldn't work though, because like all the people who are top voted are going to be the most expensive ones because they're such in high demand that they're going to have like 50 headliners and no like. Does that make sense?
Massive headline.
Yeah. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, it could work potentially.
Yeah, it was a really cool idea.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
my execution. Yeah.
Yeah.
Intent. Don't matter about intent. Bad intent on them. Who's all there? You guys say hi. I want to know what you guys are up to tonight. What's going on in your world?
Silently lurking.
I know. Don't sound
It's just
weird.
one person.
It must be like a thing like to not silently lurk, like because it's like kind of like it's common, right? Like people silently lurk all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one person in the group chat that reads everything but doesn't respond.
Sorry.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Sorry.
I was
Yeah.
It's like a common culture though thing, like in social media, like it's like crazy how like the whole like lurk culture has created the thing where like
Watch but don't
people,
say.
yeah, like don't even involve, cause like when you engage with your audience, you expect them to at least say hello, right? But like
Yeah.
there's a lot of lurkers that just like just don't do anything. What's your guys' take on lurking? I mean, I think I do it. I don't know if I do it. I'm assuming
Oh, I for sure do it. Like 100%.
I really try to engage, but then I feel
I
like
think everyone does it a little bit.
Or what about like ghost followers? You follow somebody and like watch their stories, but you don't like any of their posts.
Mm.
Anybody have any of those?
wait, like watch all the stories you don't like any of those.
Like yeah, no, like there's someone like I'll see people that follow like someone that follows me, and I'm like, wait, they still follow me, and I've never seen any of them like any of my posts. But sometimes if I go through like my stories, they'll pop up, and I'm like, wait, they still follow me? Like
It's
but
they're
they don't
lurking.
follow me.
They're all
Yeah,
lurking.
lurking like ghost followers.
I feel like that's common because like on my stories I'll get like 300-400 views or something like that, but on my actual posts I'll get like right around 200 likes,
Yeah,
like something like that. It's like
and also it's their algorithm too, maybe like who
Yeah.
you're engaging with. 'cause
I
they
wish
see
it just went back to chronological order.
Yeah, that's
No, it's best.
yeah.
I hate finding like a post from like I mean I like and comment and all like our client stuff, and I'm like, this was posted like yesterday. Like why is this popping up right now? Like,
Oh, like if you just follow somebody and then it
Oh,
shows like
yeah.
their last 3 posts and it's like
Yeah.
you like it and you look, you're like 1 day ago, you're like, or 2 days, like 3 days ago maybe it's
Yeah.
kind of bad, right? But
Every once in a while, I'll like be paying attention to like how long ago it was posted, and like I'll like accidentally like something, and I'll look back and I'll be like, wait, that was posted a week ago. Like, they're gonna think like I just went back through their feed, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it just came up.
I actually like to do that. Just like have people like I don't know. Like it's like the funny thing is everyone I think tries to
The
avoid
very last picture.
doing the like to like anything other than the most recent. But like I find it funny to like go deep into someone's feed and like and comment something. So like what the fuck? I was looking at your shit deep.
Yeah.
looking through everything.
That's like the most embarrassing thing. To just like accidentally like it. You're like,
I do it on purpose.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I don't know. Like, but a lot of people don't do that. Like I hear a lot of people like, oh shit, whatever you do, just don't like anything. You know?
Yeah, it's like when they hand you your phone, they're like, oh, this is the person, but just don't like anything.
And then you have that one friend that's like, hey, I'm not like it, I'm not motherfucker, better not.
I'm gonna start doing that to everyone's phone. Just like,
Just
Yeah, probably the first
Yeah,
one.
wrong, and he's gonna
have a
actually,
comment.
yeah. Check your DMs.
Right.
It's so funny when businesses do that. They like go back to a post that you posted like a month ago and they like leave just like a smiley face or something. And I'm just like,
It's a bot.
It's a bot.
It's a
Yeah.
bot. Now I know.
Yeah.
You get so
Things
many
you
bots.
know, learn.
Hashtags. Well, guys,
yeah, that's our show for tonight.
Woo!
We
Thank
hope you
you.
enjoyed.
Stay
Tuesday,
cool.
don't forget.
We're growing.
Yes, come to our meetings, slide into our DMs,
Come
like
grow with us.
any of our DMs, Millennials Digital's DMs, ask for some info. We can definitely hook it up for you guys and give you some
Us,
information about
next
what we
time.
do. So yeah.
Watch out for my takeover tomorrow.
Hey.
Oh yes.
I'm
Doing
posting
takeovers
everybody's
again.
takeover days.
Yeah, wait, oh, are you?
I have it.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
We out.
Awesome.